The last time I did a tour of my desk was May 2009. It's now January 2010, and it's changed quite a bit really. A few people have actually asked me to do a new and updated version of this video, so here it is. It's a tour of my desk. So if you've seen the last one, you'll see that the most obvious change is the desk itself. Yes, I've got a new desk. This is much nicer and bigger than the old one. Gives me much more room. So, just as in the old one, I'll start at the top and work along. So, it's mainly just the same stuff, but in different places with a few extra things. So this is just a little clip-on fan clipped onto the shelf, points down at me when I'm working. And then got two speakers, one at this side and another one over that side. Not really anything to do with this setup. The two rear speakers from my home cinema theatre system thing, like 5.1 surround sound. So they just sit there, don't have anything to do with the actual computers here. Then we've got a strength ball that I just keep up here. My Apple earphones. Moving along, we've got my projector. This is a Sharp XR1S, I think, something like that. I've had this a few years now, and it's a really nice projector. It works well. I still like it. And since it's actually designed to sit on a table and point up, but since I've got it pointing down, it's on some CD cases to kind of prop it up a bit at the back. And then in the side, right now it's just got one thing connected, and that's just a video cable that kind of combines the signal from all of my home entertainment stuff. And then there's the remote control for it. On the end of the shelf we've got obviously the other speaker. This is just a weird little pen thing with kind of duster thing on the top, which sits there, doesn't really stand up very well. Some flash drives, and then I've got a lamp here which I turn on when I'm recording videos, and I kind of sit here and it shines down on me. It's quite bright, but it adds a lot of extra light into the videos, making them look better. Moving down, we've got two hard drives here. Freecom Classic hard drive. This one's 500 gigabytes. This one is a Western Digital hard drive. This one is 1 terabyte. I think I've got reviews of both of these, and definitely unboxings of these two on YouTube somewhere. And then behind there is a USB hub. Then if we take a look down here, see we've got the monitor. This is like behind all the monitors, but just come back a little bit. My Tengu is sitting there. I'll show you him from the other side. Then right there in the dock is another hard drive. This is the Seagate Free Agent Go. That's connected to my Mac Mini, which I'll get to a bit later. This is a lamp. It's an LED lamp. It's got some, if I just turn it on, it's got some blue sticky back plastic over and some tracing paper to make it blue and a bit dimmer and softer, and that kind of lights up the wall a bit and gives a nice blue glow behind the monitors, which looks nice. And that's clipped onto the back of my iMac, and then you see just all the cables coming out of the back of the iMac. Not really that many, to be honest. And then got the back of the Philips monitor, and that's about it behind everything. And unlike my old desk, there's no drawers or shelves on the side of this, so that's just about everything. So now we can come around the front. So if I start in the corner over there, that's the tripod which this camera usually sits on, or you would see my videos through and the live stream. And then we've got a speaker, the Logitech Z4i. The other one is just there. Really nice speakers, and they look really good as well. So behind there and underneath this monitor is my Mac Mini. Now it's sitting on top of a Belkin USB hub, which is quite useful really. 2 ports in the front and 2 in the back, and a nice little light to match the one on the Mac Mini. So my Mac Mini, I've been asked before, why do I need two computers? Because you can see there's a Mac Mini there, there's an iMac there. My Mac Mini I use for the live stream, so that runs CamTwist a lot of the time. It runs the Ustream broadcast console, and I use it to just sort of have the chat open so I can see it. So that's Colloquy open all the time as well. And right now I've also got a virtual machine with Windows Server running in it, with a lot of other things going on in there. So that's what my Mac Mini does. So all of that going on doesn't leave much CPU power for other stuff that I want to like interact with directly. So if I come back a bit, you can see this is a new lamp since my last video. It's quite bright. It doesn't make much difference when I turn it on and off now, because if you actually look up there, there's a huge floodlight shining down, which I also use for videos. Just got it a bit brighter than usual for this video, so it lights my desk up a bit more. Okay, so you've noticed now the huge monitor. This is a Dell U2410. I just got this a couple of weeks ago, and it's a really great monitor. The review is still on its way. Now, as well as being just a great monitor and performing well as a monitor, it also has some other features in which make it really nice. So I'll quickly demonstrate it. It tilts backwards and forwards like a normal monitor would. It goes up and down, which will be hard to do with one hand. But if you watch the top, it does move up there. And then I try not to zoom in, move it down again. And squash my Mac Mini while I do it. It tilts in a few other ways as well, but I'm not going to try and attempt that now. If we come around to the side of it, whoops, I just knocked the mouse. It's got a card reader and USB hub on the side, which is really useful actually. 2 ports on this side, and then there's 2 ports in the bottom, and then it's something like a 9-in-1 or 5-in-1 card reader, I can't remember. Okay, screensaver's going a bit mad there. So if we move down to here, you can see the Tengu there underneath. He just sits and mimes to songs. My iPod Touch, you can see my reflection in there, in an Apple iPod dock, the Apple Universal dock, that's what I'm trying to say. Behind you can see the FreeAgent Go hard drive in the dock, and then this is the remote control kind of thing from the Logitech Z4i speakers, and I can just turn on and off, adjust the volume and the bass, so it's really useful having that there. As in the front it's got a headphone jack and something else, an audio input jack if I want to connect like an MP3 player to, like my iPod for example, if I want to connect that to the speakers. So the next thing is my iMac, which is very reflective and very glossy. You can see me in there. Not really a lot to say about it. You all know what an iMac is. Really nice computer to use. And this is a 20-inch iMac, 2008, late 2008 model. 2.4 gigahertz processor, I think. I upgraded to 4 gigabytes of RAM. So it runs really smoothly. Then I've got the other speaker there which you saw earlier. So the Dell U2410 is connected to my iMac, so I've got like a dual monitor setup there. Then this third monitor is connected to my Mac Mini, which is all the way back over there. And this is just a 19-inch monitor, so I've got 19, 20 and 24. Not really very consistent, but never mind. Then it's got like a homemade monitor stand underneath it with an Apple sticker on the front, which holds it up to a nice height and works quite well really. Then I've got the wired Apple keyboard connected to my Mac Mini here, and then a UPEC Econ fingerprint reader which is connected to this keyboard through this USB port, and then connected to my Mac Mini, obviously. On the end is my mixer. This is a Behringer Xenix 1002, I think. It's a really nice mixer. I love having this. And you can see right now there's not a lot connected because I've just recently got this desk. I haven't got all the cables back around yet. And a really bright LED on the top there. So then I've got my two Apple mice. I've got a Magic Mouse and a Mighty Mouse. One obviously for my iMac, one for my Mac Mini. And then my main keyboard for my iMac is an Apple wireless keyboard. So I'll just give you an overall view of my desk again. That's about it really. The only thing left is what is known as a mess on the floor. Mainly just cables. If I just come around this side, right here I've got 4 sockets on the wall. Each one has an extension in. And then you can just see a lot of cables everywhere else. There's the subwoofer from the Logitech Z4 speakers, and a lot of things plugged in. And that's about it. One thing I've just realised I missed out, my microphone. It's what I use for my videos and my live stream. It's a no-name brand, so I can't give you a link or anything to it. That just pulls off. And that's the microphone I use, if you've wondered. If you Google what it says on the side, which is super unidirectional electric condenser microphone, then you can find it. If you come and join the chat and type what is mic, then you get that information. And that's just on a microphone stand held in between these two monitors. So you'll find the chat at my website. Hopefully you've enjoyed watching this tour of my desk. I've gone really quickly to try and get around everything as fast as possible before you got too bored and left. My website, you'll also find my blog, my live stream, and lots more. That is at jakewright.net. Thanks for watching.